Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and model the last piece in this activity. We're only going to model this one time. It says model the object using the most efficient manner possible, so I would encourage you to stop and try to play with it on your own first and figure out which strategies you could use to model this, and maybe which strategies would end up being most efficient. I'm going to show you how I would do this. Maybe it's not necessarily the most efficient way. Maybe you can find a way that's better, but I'm going to show you what I would do. So if you get stuck and you need help, you can come back and refer to this video. I'm going to sketch the outline that I would see from the side orthographic projection. I'll extrude that back to 4.5 inches, and then I'll cut out anything that I don't need. So I'm going to start a new standard.ipt, start a sketch. I'll sketch on the YZ plane this time, just to change things up a little bit. And this way it'll also be oriented the way that I see it on my paper. So let's grab my line tool, start at the bottom, make sure I get the origin. So this is going to come over 1 inch. To give you an idea of where I'm sketching right now, I just drew that line right there. Alright, grab my line tool again, connect that. I'm actually going to come up all the way to this point right there. If you imagine if I project that point forward onto this plane, I'm going to come up all the way up to that point. So what's the height of that point? Well, the height of this whole thing is 2.5, and this is 1 below the top, so I'm going to come up a distance of 1.5. Up 1.5. Cool. And then this is going to come to the right a distance of 1.5 minus that 0.5, so it's the right a distance of 1. Then it comes up 1. And then we come back our 1.5. So it should lock in right here is what I want. Alright, and then we're going to come down to 0.5 above that, so this should be a distance then of 2. And then I'll come back over. This will lock in at 0.5. And I'll come back down and connect that. Cool. So I have what I would see from the front orthographic view of this guy. So I'm going to finish sketch. I'll extrude him. He is supposed to be extruded to a depth of 4.5. Cool. Alright. I'm also going to go ahead and change my visual style again to shade it with edges. I should probably set that to be the default setting, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Alright, so what do I need to cut out of this? Honestly, there's really only one chunk, one more thing I think I need to do. I just need to go in and probably draw a rectangle right on this surface and cut that rectangle out. So that's what I'm going to do. Start a new sketch on this dude. Grab a rectangle tool. I'm going to start him right there and move him back in this direction. You know what, it would really be nice if I could see. It's kind of hard to tell what lines I'm looking at here. Alright, so what should the height of this rectangle be? Well, the height should be, it's got to come down 1.5. I'm giving that 1.5 dimension. So if I hit tab, I can go over to the height and set that to be 1.5. Now I'm going to hit tab again, and now I have the width of this guy. And based on the image, if the whole thing is 4.5 and the top section is 3, that means that the width here should be 1.5. Hit enter, finish sketch, and extrude. I'm going to cut, change distance to 2 next. So you can see the piece that I just cut out of that. Click OK. And you have your finished piece. So screenshot him, save the part file, put the part file and the screenshot on OneNote, answer the conclusion questions, and you're done.